Hello, my people. Welcome to my channel today. So, on today's video, I am making this wonderful school bag with my old clothes. That's my old chino, so I can call it jeans material clothes, the trouser that I'll be using today. So, on today's video, I want to use it to make a wonderful, unique school bag. Now I'll go ahead by opening it. So seeing this side now, this have double threads on the body. I will not open that side, but I will just open this side. Just have a single thread inside. So after opening it from one leg, I will now go ahead and cut the pattern that I want to use from that side. See me opening here now. So after opening the thing, then I will use my tape and my pen to get the measurements that I want. Can you see how it is now? I did not even iron it and it's so beautiful like this. So stop throwing away your materials after using it. Once it's good for you to sew a bag, you can use it to sew school bag for your kids. Nobody will know even. After sewing this now, you'll be surprised the result. So coming here, the measurement I used here was 16 by 13 inch is the measurement that I used here. So after measuring the upper side 16, I measured the other side 13. That is 16 by 13 inch. Can you see? I used 16 by 13 inch for this one. Please let me use this opportunity to say thank you to all my returning subscribers. So I'm seeing your handwork. May Almighty God bless you. To all my newly subscribers, I say a very big welcome to you all. Please like the video. If this video is of any use to you, like it also. And I want to hear from the comment section what you think about this bag, what you think about this material. Any question at all, I'll answer you there. So to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much. You people are so wonderful mates for me. Thank you for staying there all the time for me. Please stay tuned all the time to watch my video because more things is still coming. Please, very soon we're going to start to do our online class both on the handbag, on school bag, lunch bag, and on traveling bag. We're going to do it. Can you tell me, can I do this tutorial free, or can I make it for you to pay a little small amount of money? I want to hear from the comment section from the audience that I will know what and what I will do. So let me listen to you as you put your comment on the comment section. So after measuring here, I measured here 4 inch by 8 inch. The upper side is 4, then coming down here is 8 inch. As usual, that's how I usually make my school bag. The upper side, for me to get the curve that will go up, I'll make 4 by 8 inch. Then after that, I'll use my pen to curve it. After curving now, I'll go ahead and cut it with my scissors. So after cutting here now, the next thing I will do is for me to cut the downside. That's measuring 1 inch by 1 inch. That's 1 by 1 inch down. Then after measuring that side, I will now fold those back into two to use it to get the other side of the measurements. So now I told you I'll fold it this way. So that I will use it to get the accurate measurements from the two sides. So none of them will be more or less than each other. Two of them will be equal. That's why I usually fold it this way after measuring one side of it. So after cutting the upper side, I will also go ahead and cut the downside of it. I told you the measurement I use downside is 1 by 1 inch. That's just a small cut for the base side of the bag. Then after cutting it now, I will now go ahead and get the front pocket that will be on the bag. And the measurement I use is for me to measure out from this side. I'll measure out 1.5 inch from each side. Then the upper one will be 9 inch. Just watch me as I do that. But before then, first of all, I'll get the middle of the bag. So after getting the middle of the bag, I will now go ahead and cut out the front pocket that will be on the bag. By so doing, I'll be using leather for those. So that after joining the two together, you will not even notice that I used the cloth material, that's the old jeans. You will see what I will do now. First of all, I place it on top of a leather to get the pattern of this one. So after getting it this way, the next thing I will do is for me to measure out 1.5 inch from the two side of the bag. So I'll measure 1.5 inch from this side, and I'll also measure 1.5 inch from the other side. Can you see what I'm doing here? This is 1.5 inch. So from the upper side of those now, the next thing I will do is for me to measure out 9 inch. As I told you before, what I will use here is 9 inch. So after cutting out this one now, I will also go ahead and cut the flap of the back. After adding the design, that's the setting that I will put here. I will also cut the flap of the back because this side front pocket will be this front pocket will have a flap on the back, not the zip. So watch me as I do this very well. You will understand it's so simple and easy to do. So now after cutting it, can you see how I placed it to check whether this is okay for this? And I told you what I measured out is 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch before I cut this one out. Then I'll be given a space of downside that's 1 inch, and this side is 1.5 inch, and downside that's the base side will be 1 inch. So from there now I'll go ahead and sew those. Before then, I need to measure out the round body of those bag because I'll be adding round body on those bag. So now I'm measuring the flap of the bag. By so doing, I measured the width and the length of the front pocket of the bag, and what I got was 8 inch. So I'm measuring 8 inch by 8 inch on this one here. Sorry, I measured 8 inch by 10 inch, not 8 inch by 8 inch, but I measured 8 inch by 10 inch. But after cutting out the side and the covering it, that the remaining one will be 8 by 8, not 8 by 10. But measuring it now, I measured 8 by 10 inch and the first instance. So this is the flap I told you that I will use to cover this side. Then I will still cuff out the flap of the bag. So the next thing I will do now is for me to measure the round body of this bag. To get the actual measurement, I must use my ruler to measure it roundly, except the upper side of the bag. So the measurement I got here was 27 inch. Do your own so that you know what you will get. So after getting the 27 inch, I added one extra inch to make it 28 inch because I will fold half inch from the two sides of the bag. So coming here now, I want to go ahead and curve out this side. So I measure 3 by 3 inch this side for me to use it to curve it out. So after making the measurement now, I go ahead to curve it with my pen. So after curving it now, I'll cut it out. Then after curving it out, I will now fold it the other side to use it to get the other measurement so that two of them will be equal. Can you see what I'm doing here? So this is how it will look like after cutting it out. So the next thing I will do before adding lining on this one is for me to add the setting that I will use on the bag. So this is the setting, that is 1.5 inch belt that I'm using, and the setting also. Then I'll add it from the middle. Then I measure the 3.5 inch from the middle of the back up. That's where I'll add the belt. So that I'll use it as a setting that will hold the flap of the back. I will still also add it on the flap of those back. So what I'm doing here is for me to check to make sure they are at the middle and also at the middle of the flap of those back. After that, next thing I will do is for me to go ahead and sew it now. So after adding this one now, I will now go ahead and add lining on this one. So this is how I will sew it. After adding the lining, I will now sew it around the body of the main body of the back. So after adding the lining on this one off camera, I now cover the upper side of the bag, that's the edges. I covered it with a small belt, that's 1 inch belt. So after adding the belts on the edges of the upper side, I'll now add cord on this one here. So after adding cord on this one now, I will now go ahead and add the round body of the bag by folding half inch, as I told you that the measurement of this round body is 27 inch, and I added the 1 inch for extra one, that is for the folding of this one. So that's why I will fold half inch from this side, and I also fold half inch for the other side. Then the remaining one now will be 27 inch. So after joining it with the round body of the front pocket of the bag, I will also go ahead and join it on the main body of the bag before adding lining of foam on that main body of the bag of this bag, sorry. So after adding the round body on this front pocket of the bag, this is how it will be. So it will be this way after adding the round body on the front pocket of the bag. So the next thing I will do is for me to get the middle of this one. After getting the middle of the pocket of the bag, I also get the middle of the main body of the front pocket, front side of the bag. Then from there, I'll fold half inch from the pocket of the bag. After folding half inch, I will now fold it from the middle or base side of the main of the bag. That's the main body of the bag, the base side of the main body of the bag, and the base side of this side front pocket. So from there, I will now go ahead and hold it from the middle of two of them. I will sew the round body of the one side. Then after sewing the round body of the one side, I will also go ahead and sew the round body of the other side. I told you I will measure 1 inch from the base side of the bag, and the side of this one will be 1.5 inch, because that is the measurement I use from the front for the front pocket of the bag. So coming here now, I'll go ahead and join this one with this here. Let's go ahead and do that. So after sewing this side, I will also go ahead and sew the other side of this front pocket of the bag. Please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, try and do so. Hit the notification bell, like the video, so that each time I upload a new video, you'll be notified on the notification box. Thanks so much for subscribing. Also, thanks so much for staying tuned till this time. It's not easy at all. So after sewing this side, I also go ahead and sew the other side from the measurement that I have drawn out. I told you the side is 1.5 inch, then the base side is 1 inch. So from there now, I'll go ahead and sew this side also. So after sewing it, this is how it will look like. Can you see? Then the next thing I will do is for me to go ahead and join the flap on the upper side. So this is the flap that I will use on the back. Can you see how it will be? Then I'll cuff this side 1 inch by 1.5 inch. Then I'll also use it and cuff this side also 1 inch by 1.5 inch, so it will enter inside very well. So this is how it will look like after sewing this. I told you I also add belt on this. If you could remember on my beginning, I told you I also add a belt on this one. So after that, I will now use this and cover it. So I'll sew it round with this. So after adding this, the next thing I will do is to go ahead and add it here. So I'll add it here. I'll add it here, this one. Can you see? So let me go ahead and do that. So this is the back after sewing it. So this is how it will be after sewing it. Can you see?